in the moment that I hurt myself, I was hysterical. I was crying. I was upset. And all of that energy went into my back. And I had nonstop pain for 4 years. And everybody, welcome back to Spiritual Nutrition. I'm your host, Kayla Sirena. I'm so happy to be here today. I have so much to share. It's just all coming through so fast. In the past week, I have like 10 podcast ideas, and I'm just so grateful you're all here to listen to what I have to share. And as always, I hope that you get some information from my podcast that helps you, inspires you, and just helps you heal in some way, motivates you. So on this podcast, I will be sharing things to heal your emotional, spiritual, mental, physical bodies, basically anything that I come across that's healing for myself, for others, and just sharing my own healing journey and what's worked for me. Because I've definitely been through a lot. So today's topic is healing physical pain in the body. So I've had a lot of pain in my body. I think the first time I ever felt real pain in my body was in 2008 when I graduated college. I had a really difficult time coming home. I studied abroad in Italy, and I mentioned before that I had to take care of my mother growing up because she was very ill. So I came home from college, and it was my first year ever being away and just kind of having some freedom from having to take care of my mother, which was so tiring. And I was so devastated when I came home from that year abroad, um, that I basically manifested pain in my body. So I hurt my back in a very minimal way. It wasn't anything crazy intense. And then I had back pain for 4 years. So basically what happened was I hurt my back. I bent over and I felt some pain in my lower back. And I was so upset at that time. I was crying. I was so sad to be home because I just had the most incredible year of my life abroad in Italy and studying fashion and going to clubs and speaking in Italian and shopping and eating pasta. And then I came home to my sick mother, who I love so much, but it was a responsibility I was not excited to be doing again. And in the moment that I hurt myself, I was hysterical. I was crying. I was upset. And all of that energy went into my back. And I had nonstop pain for 4 years. And in addition to that, I had hurt my legs later on in my life. I had a really difficult injury in my right knee and my calf in 2012. Still having pain since 2008, and really like weird incident, which I'm not going to go into too much detail right now. Um, but I was on crutches for 3 months and got all types of other injuries from being on the crutches. My wrists were sprained. I started having pain in my left hip. And basically, it took me 2.5 years to heal from that injury, all still while having pain. That was also kind of right when I first hurt my back in 2008. I started being addicted to painkillers. That was right when I first started my first addiction. I'll talk more about that in other videos, but just to talk about my physical pain journey. So the pain just was kind of on and off for, many years. And I remember I was just at my lowest point, and I was having back pain, leg pain, knee, everything was in pain. And one of my friends recommended this book, Healing Back Pain by John Sarno. He's an incredible author. He actually has like 4 books now. I've read all of them. So if you want to start with one of them, it's called Healing Back Pain. And it's just an incredible book. Definitely read it. It's just one of those things where, you read it and your subconscious will digest it and understand it, and um, that's it. So I'll talk about like how I healed in this journey, and if this works for you and you don't need any more, amazing. But if you want to go deeper, please read these books because they've absolutely changed my life. So physical pain, which I'm now realizing is emotional pain, most of it. Not saying that all of it is. There's definitely instances where there's a physical issue going on, but most of the time the emotions get trapped in the body. This is something that he talks about in the book, Mind Body. So this is a well-known term now. It's not really accepted in the medical community, and it hasn't been, and it probably won't for a very long time because it goes against everything that the doctors, talk about, Western medicine, allopathic medicine, and things like that. But mind body is actually one word now. So they are completely connected. So if you have an injury and you have an emotional thing that you're processing, they will impact each other. So the first thing that I want to suggest, which will be difficult if you have a lot of pain, I know it can be really hard. So I have a lot of compassion for you if you're suffering a lot. I know how it feels. My mother also was in pain my whole life, so I watched it, and I actually learned to numb my pain through my mother because that's all my mother knew as well. So I will suggest, if you can start to try to get off of your pain medication, this is amazing. This will be really, really helpful. But I understand if that's not something you're able to do right away. But this will increase your ability to connect to that healing power within you, to connect to your intuition, to really listen to your body, because your body's trying to speak to you. And um, we weren't able to understand what the body was trying to say, so we didn't know what else to do, so we numbed it through whatever form we felt was best. But what that does is it basically blocks our ability to kind of hear what we need really to heal it. So that's the first step that I would recommend. If you're not able to do that, that's fine. You can still proceed with the other steps. Um, the next thing that I suggest, and this is something that I do every single day because, we're human beings. We're going to feel pain in our lives to some degree or another. I mean, I still wake up, I'll have a sore here or my shoulder, but I always heal it now. I haven't had chronic pain in many, many years through all of the steps that I'm going to share with you. Whenever I have pain, I can transmute it. It comes in and it comes out, and that's the purpose of it. It's really not meant to stay. So again, it's like when the pain comes in, it's like our soul, our intuition trying to be like, help, listen to me, listen to me. So my first thing, or my second thing that I want to suggest, is to sit with your pain. And this can be so hard. And this is something that we're conditioned in society not to do, to run away. And I know definitely like my mom's generation, and it was just like, take the pill, like you feel the pain, you cover it up. That's how you heal it. And that's what I learned as well. We didn't know. So to like look at the pain is like, what? I don't want to look at it. Like I need it to go away. But the pain is a part of you. The pain is a part of you. It's never going to go away. The pain will go away, but the part of you that's hurt will never go away. So to try to accept that whatever part of you is hurting will not ever go away. It'll always be a part of you. The feeling that will go away through the power of your observation, through the power of your witnessing it. And I always try to work with the inner child as much as I can. So trying to connect to that self-love, that compassion, for the body, for what you're going through. So trying to connect to your inner child. If you can put a photo of yourself on your phone as your screensaver, um, or if you can't really connect to your inner child in a way that makes you feel like love, connect to a pet or a child that you know, and imagine that child hurting. So say you have shoulder pain or neck pain or stomach issues. Imagine that child hurting, and that child is just like, ow, ow, I need help, I need help. And would you give that child a painkiller, or would you give that child whatever else that you're maybe doing that's not helping it? You probably wouldn't. You would take the child, you would hold the child, you would maybe rock them, you would let you say, what's wrong? Like, what is it? Where does it hurt? Oh, what happened? Oh, it's going to be okay. Like, tell me. Oh, you fell? You hurt yourself? So this is the how I want you to be able to try to connect to your heart when it comes to that feeling that you're feeling in your body. So your body is hurting and it's like, hey, listen to me, please listen to me. So what I do every morning, and you can do this as well any time of the day, really. But the more time you have, the better, especially if it's, really chronic pain. It's not going to go away in one session. It will take time, but you will be able to heal each time that you do it more and more. So you can sit in meditation. This is a really easy way to meditate. Preferably, you can do it seated. So if you lay down, you're not really paying attention too much. So you can sit up. It's better to have your back off of the chair and just close your eyes. Make sure you're not going to have any distractions. So if you can do it in the morning when it's really quiet, or if you need to put headphones in with some HZ music that won't distract you from other things happening, you can do that. Try to do as long as you can. You can start with 10 minutes, 15, 20, 30. All you're going to do is close your eyes and breathe with the pain. So you're just going to feel the pain. And by pain, I mean everything that is uncomfortable, everything that you don't want to look at, anything that you don't want to carry. So it can be stress, it can be an emotion, it can be physical pain, and you're just going to observe it. And I know this is something that you do. I've never done Vipassana, but I'm really wanting to do that. I know this is something that you do in Vipassana as well. And you're just going to sit there and breathe. So you just inhale and exhale, almost connecting your breath with your ability to observe it. So putting your intention on the sensation wherever it is and just breathing. And the breath is going to, breath by breath, move it out of your body. And you will feel some relief from it. You might even notice that when you first start this practice, maybe you feel discomfort sitting in a certain way, or maybe your back, but if you do this a few days, 4 days, 5 days, you're going to notice that pain disappears. And you don't have to know what it's trying to tell you or anything. You're just going to breathe and witness it. Sometimes things will come up. Sometimes you'll realize what it was. And this is all that the body wants. This is all that the body needs. And this is a somatic healing. So the body just wants to be witnessed in its suffering. And when we don't witness the body, and when we take medication, or we eat, or just do something that will avoid us from looking at it, we're ignoring that little child. We're ignoring that little, kitty cat that we love so much. And that just makes it worse. So the next thing that I want to suggest is some type of movement practice. So I teach yoga at the beach, and pretty much everybody that comes to yoga is, beginners, and they don't practice yoga, which is a lot of people in the world. So, and that's totally fine. You don't have to be a yogi to heal your body. This is not what I'm saying. But have some type of practice that's healing, that's gentle, that's restorative. So, this is the exercise that I'm suggesting if you have pain and discomfort. So, weightlifting and running and I don't know, boxing, HIIT classes. They're amazing, but this is not what I'm suggesting if you have pain in your body, specifically chronic pain. I'm not talking about just like sore calves from running. I'm talking about like deep pain that you don't know where it came from. It's maybe manifested into other illnesses or imbalances in your body, because this is what will happen. And this is what John Sarno talks about in the book as well. So maybe if you have really deep pain like this in all parts of your body, it moves around, it manifests into different diseases, disorders. And this is what's going to happen if it's ignored long enough. So, oops. Movement practice that's gentle, that's restorative. So yin yoga, this is something that I teach in Tulum. I also offer classes online as well. Super healing for the body. So really slow movement, really slow, but like deep, and even like massage, self-massaging, sitting there with yourself. Again, if you want to maybe either do the meditation I suggest both, but if you want to just start with one, that's fine. You can do 15, 20 minutes of just sitting with your body, no distractions, breathing, and moving your body around. You can watch a yoga class on YouTube, like a yin yoga class, or you can just sit with your body and feel your body. Learn your body. Let your body teach you what it needs to heal. And this is again with increasing your intuition by, eventually getting clean from any drugs or medication. The more you're connected to your intuition, the more your body's going to be like, okay, back here, put the arm here, arm up, and you're going to literally just learn how to heal yourself. And you will learn how to be your own healer, your best doctor, because you will learn and know your body so, so well. So yin yoga, restorative yoga, also Thai massage is incredible as well. If you can find somebody that offers Thai massage, also water therapy, which I do here in Tulum, but even just getting in the water. So when I was on crutches for all that time and I had so much trouble, I was like 28 years old and I was walking around New York City like with a cane. And I was just like, is this my life? Like, what's happening here? It was really, really, really difficult. And I couldn't walk up the steps. My knee always hurt. Oh my gosh. It was just, I'm so, so grateful to this day. My body has found balance. So literally, your body will heal. It doesn't matter how many imbalances you have, how many diseases, illnesses, you will heal and you can heal. So getting into the water, if you have so much pain that you just can't walk, or bend your back or your shoulders, just get into the water. Don't worry about where the water, if you don't have access to the swimming pool or to the ocean or any natural bodies of water, just go to a gym, find a swimming pool. Just don't worry about so much about how nice the pool is. Just get in the water. Don't try not to create any excuses to not get in the water, because the water is very vulnerable. It's that feminine energy. The water is emotions. The water is our feelings. So you might create like some excuses not to get in the water, because the water will help you feel. But get in the water and just try to float in the water, lay in the water. And if you don't know how to swim, take a swimming class. Or if you know how to swim, but you want to learn a few different ways of swimming, take a swimming class. This helped me so, so much, because I couldn't do any exercise because my knee hurt so much, and all of the weight in my right leg completely atrophied. I had like no muscle on my right leg, and my left leg was all out of balance from taking all of the weight. And so I started swimming and putting weights on my right leg. And anyway, so it was so amazing that I healed. I'm so, so grateful. And I hope that you can heal as well. So spend time with your pain to listen. And also, this is something that John Sarno talks about as well. So start your shadow work, start psychotherapy. If you have a psychotherapist, or tapping, some type of somatic healing exercise where you can heal the shadow in a way where you're still connected to the body. So talk therapy is great. And if that's like what you're doing as well, I think that that is helpful. But I do believe that somatic exercises, somatic therapies are the best. So tune into your shadow work, and this will help you so much as well. And journal about your stresses each day, and this is something you can go over as well in your meditation. So I'm just giving you options here. So if you can do all of these, great, it's going to help so much. But if you can only do maybe like one or two, this is amazing as well. So maybe you come home, you journal about your day. What are you upset about? What stressed you out today? What made you tired? And this will almost like give a voice to whatever area of your body is feeling pain. This will also come out in your meditation as well. So choose which one you prefer. If you just sit in your meditation and you breathe into the pain in your body, you're most likely going to be like, oh yeah, I'm really upset because this happened at work, and I'm really tired because I haven't had time to clean my house, and blah 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 blah. And just sit there and breathe and give that love to yourself and compassion for yourself for going through all of this. And never give up. Never give up on yourself. And remember that you can always heal, and you will heal. And start listening to your body. And if you can't quite understand your body yet, you will soon. The moment you open that channel of being able to receive, wanting guidance from your body will listen, your body will understand, and it will start sending you messages. So I hope this helped. Sending you all so much love, so much healing, so much peace, so much joy, and just happiness in your life. And if you want to book a session with me, you can do that in the link in my YouTube bio or my Instagram. And if you have any topics that you want me to share in future podcasts, you can send me a message at Kayla Sirena, KaylaSirena. Have an amazing day. Thank you for listening. Wishing you all the best, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.